NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Dak going to start out going to the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Dodges him at the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Well, no slow.
They're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Down to about the 45. The Cowboys at 3-4 on the year coming into play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
From the 45 on second down, Prescott looking left side. He's got it complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll run left with Pollard, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. This defense for the Bears, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dominique Robinson, the one who got in there to drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a 1st down throw. Fields. Jones has it. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Play action. It's Fields. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On play direction. Fields. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Locates Claypool on the crossing route. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Chase Claypool with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Excellent defensive play by Dominic Robinson, beating the line and dropping him for a loss.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Prescott now. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. When I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Khalil Herbert. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 42. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. On 3rd down, Herbert. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Fields. Throw left. left side, taken in by Claypool. He's into the secondary. Touchdown, Bears! Chase Claypool with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jones. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out right at the 35. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, 47. 47.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a throw here, hauled in. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to run forward with Pollard. He's got the first down and more.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
47. 47.
Prescott now from the 50. That is caught by Lamb. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 24. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Everybody, kill. Everybody, go to 53. Hey, kill.
Prescott to throw it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. There he goes, right side. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Fields hit and the ball is loose. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. Being chased. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. That will bring up 4th down and an 11-yard loss to boot. The Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 115 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Spins away. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, That allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now here's Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Meanwhile, Fields' throw here into the hands of Jones. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Off play action, Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marquise Bell. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Trying to lay one up deep. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Now it's Fields. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Santos' kick is up and through. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Fields. And he wisely will throw that one away. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And there to make the tackle, Jonathan Abram.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold it to just a yard.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
46, 46. Here we go, 46.
Throwing, Prescott. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down.
Here we go, 46.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. Now a give here to Pollard. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
47.
Now Prescott. Looking deep for Hilton. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is fielded at the 7. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Throwing on third down, Fields. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now a first down throw, Fields. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. There he goes left side. 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. It's picked up by the Cowboys. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They go back to Pollard on second down. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They'll get this to about the 38. DeMarcus Lawrence in on. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired. on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 78 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Going for the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. A huge play there for Chicago. 43 yards.
There's another big play for him right there, and that's not the first time we've said that throughout this game. This last catch puts him over 200 yards receiving for the ball game and leaving the defense with just one word in their mind: helpless.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Herbert will take it in. Touchdown, Bears. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
From the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling. Don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. The offense on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw is Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Pollard. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 46.
From the 29, Prescott. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there of 20 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Elliott. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
130 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Herbert once more. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Locates Claypool on the crossing route. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking out play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Pollard to return from the end zone.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Hey, kill!
Here's Dak.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game, and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
On third down, it's Pollard. And he'll be brought down, still a yard or two short even of the first down. So things looking bleak here. They've got to convert on fourth.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal.
Fields going to hold on to it.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating, even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground. But both really started to come in sync. So for the Bears, they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10.